All right, it's recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Richard's Podcast Land. And today we'll be having Alex Ross that is going to be our guest for the interview. But before we get started, how are you doing today so far?
Richard, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, it's such an honor to have you here in my podcast series. I really appreciate having you here today. Yeah,
The honor's all mine.
yep. I have a lot of questions to ask you about your career and some simple stuffs. Now, further than ado, let's get started, shall we? So, here's my first question. What's it like to become a voice actor in many video games that you voiced at?
It's a blessing, Richard. It's an absolute blessing. It's a dream come true because I want to flip the script here back on you for a minute. When you were a kid, did you ever play pretend? Did you ever have invisible swords fighting invisible skeletons or anything like that?
Well, I do remember the one time when I was like this small playing with my
Hmm.
sister. I think I did remember that we used to play like the swords game. Remember, like I think it was the
Exactly.
Nintendo one. Yeah,
Oh, on the Nintendo, perfect. Well, either way, you know, getting to do this as a living just feels like being a child on the playground again, and throwing invisible. It's all play pretend, but we get paid for it. It's truly a blessing. Video games in particular, as that's the media, of course, like you said, growing up with your sister and myself growing up, that's the stuff that inspired by me as a kid, and it was a large part in wanting to get into doing this and kind of pay it back the same way that I was inspired to bring what I've got to offer to spread joy through the media that I love and that you love and everybody hopefully that has played it growing up loves.
yeah. Playing pretend was a lot of fun, but your answer leads me to the most important question I need to ask. How did
Mhm.
you like became interested in acting and what inspired you to pursue this as your career? Since where did this all started?
I love that question, Richard, and a large part of course, rolling right off of what we just said, the play pretend. I've been play pretending my whole life. Why stop now? You got to keep that child at heart mentality, I think, to really uh, absorb the most joy that we can. But where it all started was theater. And we're back at
Yep,
Richard's podcast show.
yep.
Okay, where were we? Was doing theater, youth theater as a kid. And the funny thing was I never ever considered doing it as a career. It was just something I simply loved doing as a child, as a kid, as a teenager, and then went off on a tangent kind of around college, but then came back to theater and thought, there's this funny little Japanese philosophy that a friend introduced me to called ikigai, which is kind of about finding your center. It's that intersection of what you're good at, what you can get paid for, what fits with your message, and one other thing that I'm forgetting, and I'm completely butchering the philosophy side of that. But regardless, it all kind of led to me sitting down and thinking and realizing that what, I can get paid for this acting thing, and that is something that I enjoy. And more importantly, the people that I enjoy, such as yourself. The reason why I do what I do is because I get to meet brilliant people, and that sharing that joy and meeting those brilliant people. That's the whole thing for me. So it all went back to youth theater, just acting on stage, doing plays. That's where it all started until I guess playing video games as well kind of intersected to lead to getting to do what I do now.
Well, that's really great to hear. I mean, theater is one of the most best and good opportunities that everyone likes to perform in front of the whole audiences. There are some people that have stage fright because they're not comfortable performing in front of people, and the scripts they have to get to, it could give them like 2 days to get familiar of which part of character they're gonna play because some could be emotional, dark, funny, and some other expressions they have to put on to their own characters before they could perform. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Stage fright's a real thing. Um, I've been blessed. Either I'm stupid enough or have always enjoyed the challenge of performing. So I've never felt um, too afraid. I enjoy I guess the adrenaline that I'd get going up there. Although there's nothing more terrifying than forgetting a line on stage and just that lightning moment of dread before you gotta rely on your improv skills and the other actors that you trust around you that kind of can get you through those stumbles. So it's yeah, live theater is it's the chef's kiss of acting. Acting.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of that, I do remember there's a lot of theater and Broadway shows that's in New York City, and trust me, all the acting and all and what is it? The whole backgrounds out there is fantastic. Trust me, you should go there someday. It's really cool.
Oh, absolutely. I've been there. It's a different brand of acting than what I mostly enjoy, but I have all the respect for the Broadway performers. So good friends of mine are Broadway bound as well. So I'm saluting them as they go. But yeah, there's a lot of talent over there for sure.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Did you ever took any voiceover workshops while you accomplished your acting skills? Since which voiceover class did you work with? Like which one?
Ooh, good question. Also, whoa, scene change. Suddenly your background is different. How did you do that?
Oh no, teleportation, I guess.
Oh yes, no, many workshops. I think one of the most influential and certainly prolific for voice actors is wow. Forgive my brain fart. Let me look this. Duh. Okay, so sorry. That is terribly embarrassing.
Okay.
Crispin Freeman. He has workshops for voice actors that I've had some very helpful ones from numerous folks, but his had a particular spin that I just never would have even considered. That was quite helpful. Definitely recommend if you can afford it. His which he does have an affordable class that he does almost monthly, I think, that I highly recommend.
Yeah, Crispin Freeman is such a legend, you know. He's one of the most best voiceover teachers everyone wants to work with. He does have like a toolbox website which shows all of the equipments that all beginners must have before they can go straight into the voiceover. Because you know, some expensive microphones for voiceovers like anime and video games is really expensive to make while you're building for your home studio, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's so much good help for the studio out on YouTube, podcasts such as the one you're making. It's we're living in a great expansive time for doing what we love to do.
Yeah. Say, after you took the class, how was it like working with Kira Buckland? Because I did remember, but I actually saw your post of, you know, Kira Buckland just directed your first demo reel, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how was it like working
yeah.
with
Oh, Kira's amazing. That was so much fun. Yes, she directed my first demo, which I'll actually be replacing. I've made a new one. I just haven't updated it on Twitter yet. But
him?
the my first demo that I did for setting out in this business, Kira is a hoot. Super professional. Um, a fantastic direction. It was a great way to get started, um, even without having a resume at the time. Just getting the demo out there was could not have had a more perfect director. It was an absolute blast and an honor working with her.
Yeah. Kara Buckland is such a legend. I do actually remember one time I did saw her at Holiday Matsuri last year, but unfortunately I never got a chance to meet her, you know, because I can only meet like 3 and 4 people.
She
Because
is
if I
busy.
ever meet more than four, could be really expensive, all right. But hopefully
Oh
another time I could get to meet her since Kira is such a cool voice actor. Trust me.
oh oh, I highly encourage it. She's done so much more beyond just I don't know the word being cool, I suppose, but has done so much for especially the indie scene of voice actors, which is where my primary client base is. She truly has been a shooting star, leading the path for in terms of having resources available for a lot of us that are newer to the industry.
Yeah. I mean, making a demo reel could be really expensive because some of them could cost around like 300 or $400. What I kind of recommend for those is wait until like a few years until they're ready because making a demo reel when you're in a recording studio with no acting skills, boom, their cash is no more. Trust
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I trust you. Absolutely. Invest that in acting
Yeah.
classes or something first. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
Hmm.
Yeah. Can make your own demo even. There's so many good, fun, like fan casting opportunities to get your skills sharpened before, don't even worry about the money. Should never be about the money. Yes, you got to pay the bills, but do what you love to do
Yeah.
first and foremost.
Hmm.
Got to be happy, right? We all just
Yep.
want to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Say, after, oh, sorry, where was I? Next
No worries.
question.
Hmm.
How was it like being the voice of Owen and Penn from My Time at Sandrock, which is your first voiceover role for the console, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation?
Oh, Richard, this little man here, Owen and
Wow.
Penn. Oh, they've been such a blessing. I don't technically not the first role for those consoles, but I will go on record saying, and I really shouldn't do this, but they are my favorite roles for those platforms so far. I love those two to pieces and will carry them throughout the rest of my career. It was a monumental opportunity at the time as well, um, for how much the community has welcomed the game. I know there was also the first My Time game, so there was a little bit of a fan base there. So it's been a real honor getting to come in with the next one here with the lessons learned from the first one, the improvements made, and hoping for a long, healthy lifespan for that. Because it's such a joy getting to watch the community get involved and these characters come to life after 2 years of recording them.
Yeah. I'm really happy you had a good opportunity to voice them in the game because that game, I'm getting that for Christmas Eve because I wanted to play that game to hear all of your voices with you and your co stars. That's what I'm
Oh,
getting.
good. Well, bless you, Richard. That's a
Yeah.
wonderful gift to us as well, because that's what it's all about, is seeing other people enjoying the the same stuff that we're enjoying.
Yeah. And also, the thing is that hopefully, if there's a chance, if God or someone knows, I will get that game for Christmas. But we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Mom, are you listening? Hey, or you're
I'm still here.
it's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Say like after you did the voices for Owen and Penn at My Time at Sandrock, did you ever stay in touch with any of the other cast members like Gerald, Max, or someone?
Oh, Max is a hoot. I saw you just interviewed him too. Absolutely. I love that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been and truly one of the greatest gifts that came from that project was the to sound as corny as possible, it was about the friends we made along the way. It truly was. The gig itself, of course, and a monumental opportunity, but the some of the connections made there, I truly hope will last for the rest of time to come, because it was there's some amazing humans in there, which again, why I love doing what I love doing, meeting brilliant people and just getting to share that creative space with them is everything to me.
Yeah. Max is such an awesome guy to work with. It was also known to be his first time doing an interview, which made his
Oh,
joy come to life.
beautiful. I love to hear
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, real nice guy, very talented.
Hmm. Okay, next question. What are your hobbies when you don't do voice acting? Like, do you play sports? Do you have a job? Or something?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super into music. A lot of the equipment I use to record, I fortunately actually had before getting started, because I just loved playing and messing around with music so much. Outdoors, I've been rediscovering my love for nature recently. just been outside doing hikes, going canoeing, just being outside more. And then of course I am most happy in my own little bubble at home playing video games. It's the greatest escapism or form of escapism that I personally enjoy. And it's a large part of the career I've set out to do. So I'm a big indie nerd, big video game enjoyer.
Yeah,
PC, especially PC and Switch. Love them.
yeah. That's really great to hear. I mean, I haven't played any games more often, like in the Nintendo Switch and my Xbox. It's been a long time because the most often games I play is Grand Theft Auto 5, which I'm excited for GTA 6 because it's coming out. But we don't know if Michael, Trevor, and Franco would be in it because their storylines are done. So we may have some new protagonists that is going to be in the game. But if there's a chance, we're not sure.
Oh, maybe a little like cameo appearance or something would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. But Lester, I believe he's going to stay because I did remember that Lester was in the old GTA 5 games. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be a hoot. Those that's a game that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Next question. What is your most favorite anime series that you grew up watching before you got into voiceover?
Woo boy. Oh, there's so many to choose from. Growing up, I think is going to be the keyword here because I have many that I enjoy, but I was a Naruto fan. I was the guy in high school doing all the hand signs, wearing the headband. And then, of course, growing up with that character was always a joy since, as the series progressed, he aged around the same pace that I was aging. So Naruto had always been there with me growing up. I
Yeah.
haven't watched a lot of any of the new Boruto stuff, but enjoyed all of the Naruto, the Shippuden. That was my jam growing up. Nothing like anime to get you feeling inspired.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember like growing up watching Naruto because back in my old house, it was a long time because I did watch the few of the episodes because I think it was around 2009 since I grew up watching Naruto, but I no longer stopped watching it because I wasn't much into it since I was young. But during the current times, I should actually follow it up someday because the Naruto and Boruto series are really awesome. Trust me,
That's what
it
I've
is.
heard. It it would be a lot to catch up on. It's kind of like stepping into One Piece, going, "Oh, there's how many episodes?" But I mean, hey, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, One Piece, it's gonna take a few years before they could get to the current one. Like a lot of years because there's a lot of episodes they have to follow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Have you ever been to Comic Cons where you watched the Q&A with the voice actors of how they got their career in voiceover?
I have. I actually met my partner at one. But yeah, yeah, absolutely. I try to glean anything off of other working professionals, and especially those that have extensive careers that voice the characters we love. It's a wonderful little insight into the experiences, maybe the challenges they've gone to, especially since voice acting is such a diversified field. There's no one path through it. Um, so it's you get such varied answers from all the talents. I enjoy it very much.
Yeah, that's really great to hear. Comic Cons is one of the best times because speaking of it, anime in New York City was crazy. All the paparazzi just comes out, go inside, and have their whole fun meeting the celebrities and look up some merchandise they haven't looked up online because the Comic Con stuff in person is really weird because none of them could be seen around like Amazon or something, but it's really cool. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Mhm. Say, which voice actor did you decide to work with in the future? Like, do you want to work with Steve Bloom, um, Greg
Yeah.
Baldwin?
My personal hero, my voice hero is Matt Mercer. I know he's a big one for a lot of folks, but I mean, just honestly, like, um, seeing how humble he is outside of his world, and then especially Critical Role was something that I came kind of full circle on. Whenever I'd go and visit my mom, we'd actually watch Critical Role together, which was really, really special. So that and just I guess I've always described my own DMing style as sort of knockoff Matt Mercer. Just, he's my favorite. I'd love to get the opportunity to just even feature on a project. I'll be soldier voice #1 in something that he's in would be a nice little, I guess, box to tick off. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Matthew Mercer, he is such a cool voice actor because he has a lot of fans that are crazy about him because Matthew Mercer, he voice acted in a few games such as Sonic, and I think this TV series called Critical Role, which is on YouTube. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but with Laura
Yeah.
Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Bailey, you should go meet her someday. Laura Bailey is such a true legend. Trust me, you should go meet
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I love the going back again, the brilliant people. Laura Bailey's up there too. Wonderful, wonderful people.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What is your most video games that you grew up playing before you got into voicing so many video games that you voiced in?
Oh, I love that. Great question. So
Yeah.
Mario's my homeboy. Easy. Super Mario 64. That was my jam growing up. In fact, my uncle had given me a Nintendo before I was even like really able to play it. So my mom picked it up and started playing it. So I would watch her playing Mario when I was just a wee little lad until she got stuck on the second Bowser level and I was able to beat it. And that's when I realized, oh, it is my destiny to become a gamer. Then it was all downhill from there. One of the most influential for doing voices, however, was Star Fox 64. Especially in youth theater, all my castmates, myself, we were just quoting that game nonstop, all the barrel rolls, all that nonsense. That was that was a very influential game growing up.
Yeah. I mean, Super Mario was one of the most popular games everyone has grew up playing as a kid because as myself, since I was really young, Super Mario Brothers #2 for Nintendo 3DS, which is no longer producing games, unfortunately, was one of the greatest times as a kid. Trust me. I do
And now we
remember.
got Wonder.
Oh, speaking of it, do you actually remember there's this game called Super Princess Peach where she saves Mario from Bowser?
On the DS. Yeah, absolutely. I remember
Yeah,
it being controversial because you had the emotion powers. But
yeah,
now we have another Princess Peach game on the way to the Switch.
yeah. Can't wait. I actually remembered having it, but unfortunately, I traded on GameStop for something else, unfortunately,
Happens
which
to the best of us.
I could have kept, but there's always a next time if I could find it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what the
Yeah.
black market is for, the Nintendo Underdark market.
Yeah. Okay. Final question. What are your future roles that you would like to voice in the specific time you want to voice at? It could be like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, or something. It's anything that you like to voice.
I love that question. The open-ended, infinite possibilities. I mean, that's the thing I try not to get attached to is specific roles. Occasionally, an addition will come on that you just, oh, you really, really hope, but ultimately just gotta, let be what'll let be. Given the infinite resources and freedom to play anything, Nintendo, really any of those classic Nintendo franchises, give me a Fire Emblem, I'm there. My ultimate goal is just to keep making a living doing what I'm doing. So I'm not going to say that my career is done if I reach a certain point. But would it be that would be great to do something in a Mario, maybe one of those little talking flowers in Wonder, you know, something like the latest Zeldas. Uh, yeah, no, I love my Nintendo games. That would be a blast to be in one of those.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. hopefully, if there's a chance that you could voice them in the future, if God notices, He would choose you. Trust me.
Amen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully, in the future.
Amen.
Yeah. All right. That is it for this episode. Thank you so much, Alex, for joining here in my podcast series. It really means a lot.
Oh, it means a lot to me too, Richard. Thank you for having me.
You're very much welcome. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of the holidays because Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming around. Yeah.
Absolutely. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy playing Wonder, and hopefully your friends or family heard you and you'll get that Sandrock for Christmas Eve.
Yeah. If there's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. I appreciate you. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for having me on.
You too. Oh, one more thing. Stay positive, stay awesome, and stay happy for all of your fans and co-stars. All right. Take care,
Amen.
Alex.
Thank you, Richard.
You too. Bye bye.